The market on FIFA 23 is probably the most expensive market we have seen on any FIFA in recent memory. If you want the best cards on the game, it is time to subscribe at FUT Trading. We guarantee that you will make millions of coins using the website. We have people that are using the website to make coins and selling them for real money, making profit from their subscription. We have giveaways, we'll have tournaments that you guys can enter. We have the buying and selling prices for every single card on this game. You cannot make a loss so long as you follow our tips. Check out the website, but for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. Please subscribe if you are new around here. Thank you to all the new subscribers recently. Really happy to see the channel growing again. Drop a like on the video. It does make a massive difference to the algorithm on YouTube. And if you do comment, one of you will feature in the video like this. And I always try and comment back to every single comment that I get on the video. So if you have any questions, queries, if you just want to talk and say hello, then make sure you do that. Don't forget our Discord link is down below. So check out our Discord link. We've got, I think, 8,000 people in there. It's an amazing community and it's completely free to join. But we last week brought out a video on how to make coins from fantasy investments. We're going to do the exact same thing today. The reason why I'm showing you them today, last week we sort of showed it in the middle of the week because that was the low point. I want you guys to be able to track the prices down of these cards so that you know a good buy point in for them. So we're going to look at some of them in detail and really think about where we want to buy them, how we want to buy them and who we want to buy. Because this is the time now where you could maybe think about buying into the same player 20, 30 times because the games aren't far away. They start in 5 days, the games that count. So we're going to head over to FUTWiz and have a little look. I'm going to show you what we did on the website for the previous team and how well that's gone. And then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome to the latest FUT Fantasy players. This is just FUTWiz. On FUTWiz you can go to players, latest FIFA 23 players, and it gives you the players that have come up. Now, there's a lot of good cards here. I do think that Team 2 is a bit more meh than Team 1, if I'm honest with you, but I do think there are also still some great investment opportunities. So I want to just show you last week, we did the FUT Fantasy Guide and just put some players on here for people to look at and think about buying, basically. And what I do is I give you all the reasoning behind why I think these are good. So if you want to screenshot this, go ahead and do it. I've already brought this up for subscribers, so you guys can have a look at this for yourself. If you do subscribe to the website, you get this plus every single buying and selling price for every single card in this game. You've got icons, special cards, you've got fluctuations, you've got our live bot, everything. So you support our content and you'll make millions. But we looked at Saïd Benrahma when he was low. We said 63k and below for him. He's now up at 69k. He's going to have a lot of hype around him. I think he's going to do absolutely fantastically as an investment. You're sort of probably a little bit late on him, but again, I still think 69k gives you a chance either way. Fernando is at 50k, he's at 55 now. Dele Alli's basically where he was, a win or two for Besiktas, and that will change. Angelino's up at about 34 at the moment. Ndiaye is at 20k, he's at 24 now. Trimor at 25 is now at 28, alright? So you can see that from these sort of prices here. So it's a relatively decent buy-in on those. So we're going to be doing a similar thing this week. So the first card that I want to look at is the one with the most risk, and that is this Tagliafico card. I don't like the look of him at 61k just yet, okay? He is an 87 rated card. It is a good left back. The reason why I like the look of him is if you look at the Ligue 1, the other elite left back basically is Nuno Mendes, and he is 316k. Yes, he is more pacey, I get that, but he isn't as good defensively or physically. But Nuno Mendes is 316k. If we follow the same trend as last week, and it is an if, these cards will be the lowest point on the sort of Wednesday, Thursday. That's when they were cheapest on the market, and I think we'll get a similar thing this week. There will then be hype building into the games, and you might see a rise in some of these cards. Tagliafico is an 87 rated card, alright? He's an 87 rated card. Now, 1 win for Lyon and 3 appearances Tagliafico, he will almost certainly hit, unless he gets some sort of injury or suspension. He will hit, which will see him up to an 89 rated card. There is a chance for 2 clean sheets as well for Lyon. They've got a chance of that. Avoiding defeat, maybe not. They're not having the best season. But even with the 2, avoiding the defeat twice, basically, he's going to take him up to a 89 rated card. Now, 89 rated cards in general are about 38 to 40k. That's the ones that aren't usable. He is usable. He will hold more value than that. So I'd be looking at someone like a Tagliafico in and around the 50k, 52k mark. I think is going to be a sensational buy. I think he could do absolutely brilliantly. Get up to that sort of 70, 80k mark very, very quickly. I really like the look of him as a card. Szoboszlai is very similar to that. I'm not personally as keen on him just because there's a lot of sort of cams in this game. But again, if he gets down to that 50, 52k mark, I'd be all over him. There's a chance that he get even lower than that as well. If they continually are packed, there's a chance to get lower than that. But The big buys on these ones, the really easy investments, are the fodder cards. They're the ones that are basically holding fodder price when they're upgraded. So if we look at someone like a Ricky Puig, right? At the moment, 26k, and he will get lower than that in my opinion. 26.8k, let's just say 27k. He's an 87 rated card. If we look at the lowest rated cards on the game, he basically is at the 88 rated card price, basically, right? He's at the 88 rated card price once he's upgraded, okay? So when you think about it this way, if they get one win, in their game, which is almost certainly going to happen, and if he makes 3 appearances, which is almost certainly going to happen, if he gets that, he gets up to 89 rated, okay? Well, 89 rated cards on this game are 38k. So your buy-in of Prig, even if you bought in now, your buy-in on him has a potential to make you 10k per card if he gets the 2 upgrades. Now, the only thing about this is you are going to have to wait a little bit of time in order to get your coins back. However, what we saw last year with the FUT Fantasies was after a single win, these players rose in the hype anyway. They all bounced up massively in the hype. So we saw the likes of, I can't remember what we cast last year, but we saw the likes of, was it Martial? Might be Martial. Can't remember the exact card it was, but he bounced after one win, skyrocketed and stayed at that price, even with the upgrades. Just because people were like, well, he's got 1 upgrade, he's probably going to get the 2nd upgrade, so he's going to hold that price. So the hold may not be as late as you think it's going to be. Top Rack, 17.5k, again, he's 86 rated. Chances are they'll get a win, not guaranteed, but chances are, and he'll make the appearances. You're not buying this card because you've got a Super League team, let's be real. Like, you're buying this card as fodder. So at 17k, we're okay. Gets up to 88k, again, 28, 29k is in and around that price. It's a 10,000 coin profit on that card. That is absolutely massive profit from a 17k investment. It's massive profit. Benteke, a little bit more meh. He's 16k. If you're asking me which one of the two is the better one to go for, clearly Top Rack is going to be the better. Mitoma, again, bit more risk here involved, but he is 42k on console. If he gets down to that 35 to 38k mark, I really like the look of him. Really like the look of him. I think he could be very solid. A really well-rounded left mid card. We've obviously got Ben Rama that he's competing with, but Ben Rama's already 89 rated. So that's a little bit more to think of. And then DeMarcos. So this is an 87 rated right back from this league. Now, there's 2 reasons why I like DeMarcos. If we just go and show you, and this is how I find my prices basically, and what I think about is good, right? If we go to rating, go position, sorry, we'll go right back. This is how you get an idea if a card's a good investment or not. Let the ad come up. It's not going to come up. The Liga Santander. And we'll have a little look at right backs. Now, we're looking for mainly pure right backs. So Carvajal is an 88. It's 105k. Yes, he links up to people like Militao and stuff like that, which gives him more of a value. But this DeMarcos card is basically that card, and he's only 35k. He's only 35k. Jules Koundé, again, 82k. Lucas Vasquez, 76k. This DeMarcos card has huge potential to rise. And if we go to La Liga table and we have a little look at what's going on with Bilbao at the moment, it'll give us a rough idea of where they're at the moment. So they're 9th in the table, okay? So we look, goals against 26, not massive amount of goals against. They're doing all right, basically. They've won a game at the moment. They're not in the best of form. Will they get a win? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. They've won 2 of their last 5. Almost certainly they'll get a win. Will he get 3 appearances? Almost certainly. That takes him up to an 89 rated and probably one of the best right backs in that league, realistically. And will they get 2 clean sheets? Maybe, probably not. They're not going to avoid defeat, let's be real. That's very unlikely. I don't think many teams are going to avoid defeat unless they're the top teams. But that takes him from what is already a good right back to a plus 90 pace right back with 85 defending, plus 85 defending, plus 88 physical, great passing, good dribbling, and some shooting on top as well. And again, I'd like him down at the 30 to 32k if I can. But even at 35k, I don't really think there is drastic risk involved in these cards in any way, shape or form. So I'd be looking at these cards very keenly over the next day or two. Just see what they do. If you start to see a rise in them, that means they're not going to dip as much as potentially they dipped last week. If you see a dip in them, just hold off. Give yourself some time to think. Give yourself some time to breathe. And then get involved in them once you think they're at their low. DeMarcos, to me, is the one to really look at. Tagliafico's great, but massive risk. The other ones, 0 risk involved at all. Zero risk involved at all. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.